Clair-obscur, Expédition 33!
For game reviews, there are positive ones and negative ones. How do you respond to them?
Every time you make a choice, some people will agree, some people will disagree.
We have made the engine available for free to users around the world. We succeed when you succeed.
只有相信自己做的事，才能继续下去。
那时候我们其实是属于说，还是做了一些比较反直觉的决策嘛，就觉得其实动作游戏是能在开放世界的这个舞台上焕发出一些新的体验的。
You're only going to make things worse for everyone.
There are a lot of also feedback that we don't agree with, like the minimap, for example. A lot of people say you should add a minimap, and we're like, no, we're not adding a minimap.
No, I didn't make the rules between you two.
So Unreal Engine's been around for over 20 years now. We made it a lot faster and cheaper and more efficient for people to produce games. Hi, my name's Bill Clifford. I'm the Vice President and General Manager of the Unreal Engine at Epic Games.
大家好，我是库洛游戏的李松伦 Solen。
And hi, I'm Guillaume Broche,
I'm Tanguy Hamon.
and thank you for playing our game.
Thank you for playing our games.
谢谢你玩我们游戏。
提到虚幻引擎，你会想到什么？前几天在 Epic Games 上海办公室，我见到了33号远征队和明朝的制作人，两款都是基于虚幻引擎开发，他们各自分享了游戏创作的背后故事。给我最大的感触是，一款好游戏的诞生源自制作人的感性表达，但真让它落地的，靠的是技术的保驾护航。就让我们回到采访现场，再次去聆听独属于他们的游戏开发心得。
Well, the project started on Unreal Engine 4, and I thank Blueprints especially because that's what allowed me. I don't code, and the combination of Blueprints and all like the tools that the Unreal Engine allows for single developers is what made this project possible. Because at the beginning I was alone, then Tom joined, but really like the whole Unreal ecosystem is very like indie friendly.
And I think the interesting thing is that we kept this mindset of giving as much creative freedom to the team as the team grew, because it was true when Guillaume started alone, but it stayed true as the team grew bigger and bigger, and I think that's what allowed us to deliver a game with like a lot of content and many locations to explore, and our artists really got the freedom to create beautiful environments.
One message I get is reach to Epic as soon as possible.
Yeah,
as
like
early as possible.
If you are considering like a professional, game development, like as a studio. And I mean, they are opening more and more the documentation publicly, so I think it's a good thing as well for amateur game developers to get super good information from reliable sources. So yeah, look everything you can.
Just a beautiful game, really, really small team that we had been talking to and supporting, and used everything that we had to build an amazing, narrative-driven, unique, beautiful experience that did a masterful job at creating a story that was just incredibly beautiful, mastered cinematics, camera control, and took advantage of essentially a AAA quality production pipeline to deliver a beautiful world. They took advantage of every feature of the engine.
We're gonna take down the...
It sold millions and millions of copies, very much a commercial success. Worthering Waves, they use so many sophisticated artistic techniques to deliver beautiful anime style aesthetic that was truly unique. They were one of the first to create an open world RPG that was cross-platform, another incredible feat. They introduced a lot of like console quality combat systems and then keep that game fresh over time, and it's really kind of evolved as they've taken new Unreal technologies and integrated it into the game, and just constantly enhancing the experience. So really tremendous success story.
因为我们其实也伴随着那个 UE 引擎的更新，再到中间其实有 UE5 的推出，对，然后我们过程中其实也能跟着 UE 的更新去学习，去包括 UE5 更新的时候，它其实有很多新的一些技术特性嘛，特别是像光追，对吧？大家其实现在都会夸赞的明朝的一个光追效果，其实也是因为这个引擎的持续更新，我们找到了里面很亮点的一些支持，然后我们把它搬运到 4.26 上来，然后过程当中，其实我们的工程师其实也在学习的这个引擎的思路，也跟着这个引擎的更新，其实也在学习的工程的思维，做效果的思维。对，所以我自己会最大的感受还是说，其实去选择用一些头部的引擎，不仅仅是能让这个游戏更好，其实也能让我们从中变得更好。
让我们欢迎新同学。
我记得战双是 Unity 平台开发的，然后明朝是基于 Unreal 开发的。这个变化当时是怎么考虑的？
我们心理上其实没有特别大的依赖，不会觉得说我们可能做过 Unity 了，我们以后就得必须一直用 Unity。我们还是偏实用主义一点点。那会要做明朝的时候，因为我们明确是知道要做开放世界嘛 ，UE 在对开放世界的支持明显是更多的。对，那我们自己就会觉得，那踩在巨人的肩膀上去做游戏肯定是一个更务实的决定嘛。对，包括那会行业其实也能感受到，大部分的工程师就是技术对于 UE 是有向往的。
其实明朝已经上线1年半了，24年5月份嘛。如果现在这个阶段让你就是总结或者是很简短的话来给玩家们介绍一下明朝。
明朝是一款在力争持续给玩家制造共鸣的游戏，因为我们其实游戏从那个动作的爽快感上和设计上，包括我们的叙事的剧本的撰写上，包括我们的演出上，其实都会力争去在每一个版本去找到一些高光的切片，或者一些瞬间能够让用户在体验的时候产生一些内心上的共鸣、一些触动和一些尖叫。这个其实是我们去评判，或者说我们自己团队慢慢经过这1年多形成的一个创作的共识，就是当我们在这个版本找到了这个瞬间，我们在这个瞬间当中自己能尖叫，那我们觉得这个版本大概率出去的时候也会获得用户的一个认可。
Gameplay comes first, then the story, or just
it's both at the same time, really. Like, yeah, it's really a mix of I mean, the story was rewritten a few times, the gameplay also evolved, but like the core foundations of both were there since the beginning.
Yeah, the first time Guillaume talked to me about his small personal project, he already had like a full, narrative Bible.
Really?
I mean, it has changed a lot, and then it became Expedition 33. But right from the beginning, you already had a lot of the narrative aspect. You could tell it was important, for you to have that.
And I think it's part of why the game resonates and works so well, is that it's not some gameplay, some story, some music, some art. It's really thought as
it's a whole package.
Exactly. So I think that's why everything feels so cohesive.
Sure. You must have played so many turn-based games before this.
Oh yeah.
Guillaume is the biggest turn-based nerd I know, I think. Yeah.
I want to know personally, what games do you like besides the turn-based combat?
I play all the Souls games. I'm a very big Souls fan, but also all the turn-based JRPGs of the past, also Final Fantasy, Suikoden, Persona, Shin Megami Tensei, and really looking forward to Phantom Blade Zero actually.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm
Chinese game. Release next year, this year, 2026.
Yeah. September, I think.
Recently, I'm leaning more towards smaller games. I played Animal Well, A Short Hike, which is like a really super cute short game, and I think it's great that this type of game still exists.
So, how well do you know Chinese games? Just to mention the Phantom Blade. Any other?
Played Wukong, Whirlwind Meat a little bit. But I'm not a mobile player at all. Like, I don't play mobile. I played some Chinese MMORPG when I was young. I think it was Perfect World. I played every free-to-play MMORPG when I was in co around between 12 and 18 years old.
游戏最重要是好玩嘛，所以对我们游戏开发者来讲，确实也时常会去想，就是说什么样的一个游戏它才叫好玩的游戏。我现在自己能够想到的一个点就是规则上尽量不要太复杂，一上手砍了2刀或者放了一个技能，觉得哇那一瞬间好爽，我好想再放一次，哇好爽，我好想再放一次。拿动作游戏来讲，就是动作游戏的好玩，其实有时候它是藏在很小的颗粒度里面。比如说你对比2款不同的游戏，你正常只是在走跑跳，有一些游戏的跑步就让你觉得好玩， 那为什么好玩？可能只是因为它的抓地力可能做得更好，它的摆动可能让你觉得更好，它可能让你觉得有重力感或者有摆荡感。
你觉得好玩的游戏的点，它是客观的吗？
懂。我觉得对于我做游戏比较有影响的几款，一款肯定是那个尼尔嘛。我们早期做战双的时候，其实就是很受那个尼尔的启发。然后鬼泣5上来的时候，其实也给我们的战斗系统有了很多的一些新的。就是死亡搁浅确实也是我这几年自己最喜欢的一款游戏之一吧。法环出来的时候，其实对我们基本上也有非常大的感触和触动。明朝立项是在2020年上半年。对，然后那时候其实是市场上还很少有开放世界动作游戏，因为大部分动作游戏其实那会都是箱庭类游戏，所有卓越的动作游戏其实都是需要有很紧密的关卡编排。后来其实法环就出来了嘛，体验起来的时候也给了我们很强的共鸣，就是觉得动作游戏在开放世界是绝对有可能性的，且我们觉得它其实就应该是这样子。
When I play this game, I feel strong emotions. When the music, the art, and the character, their stories, it's so French. Is there will be a sequel to this?
A sequel, there will be some other games, that we can say for sure. I mean, it's too early to say anything about what the next game is going to be, but
it may not be a sequel to 33 Expedition.
It is too soon to say.
It's a secret.
We will not get the scoop today. No, but what I can say is that we want to stay in the same spirit as how we made Expedition 33. It's games that have a very strong emphasis on narrative. With characters that you can get attached to, and stories that are emotionally resonant with players, and games that say something. You know, like when you finish the game, it makes you think, it stays with you, and it hopefully maybe it makes you grow a little bit as a person because it triggers something in your brain. But like the emotions that you feel when you play the game, for me is one of the core foundation of our studio, and will really. Like hopefully we will deliver that in our next games as well.
Oh yeah, I think we are also like doing work to like expand what we did with Expedition 33 on other medium. We did like a series of concerts, and there is like a tour which will happen
I saw
this
the
year.
clip on the internet.
It's tough already to make one concert tour.
Yeah, it was a challenge already, and congrats to the team that put that up. But yeah, this is like one way to expand the experience and share like the universe in a different way. And yeah, as for the next game, as Guillaume said, it's too early to say, but there are other mediums as well that are very interesting to explore.
I think everyone is looking forward to your new game. I heard around maybe 2028, Unreal will release 6.
Yes, that's the rumor.
That's the rumor.
Yes.
or truth?
Yeah, no, we're working on it. We've started to be a little bit public about what our ambition is. It is exciting, and we hope to land it in 2028, but because it's so ambitious, there's a lot of work to do.
So before 6, will there be any updates for 5?
As I said, this is going to be iterative kind of build up to UE6. So we'll continue to push forward on physics, simulation, animation, and we'll probably have some technological breakthroughs along the way from our research and development team. We're also very focused on performance improvement and scalability of the engine across as many platforms as possible.
What would you like to say to those teams that may use Unreal as a tool in the future?
They are very willing to share, they're very vocal, and they're looking to partner. They're constantly contributing learning content, they're contributing code, they're contributing technology in the form of plugins that enhance what you can do with the Unreal Engine. So I'd say like embrace the community, become a part of the community. Come to our Unreal Fest event. It's an amazing place to learn and share and connect, see what's new.
有没有什么话想跟一直喜欢明朝的玩家们说？
真的是非常感恩，就是有这么多的玩家喜欢明朝这款游戏，然后也因为大家的喜欢、大家的鼓励也好、鞭策也好，给了我们很多的动力，让我们可以保持持续的热爱，去把我们的游戏做得更好。对，那我觉得我们未来只能通过越来越好的版本内容，做越来越多好的游戏，来回馈给喜欢库洛和喜欢明朝的玩家们。
I think that's maybe my main takeaway is that if you commit, to something strongly and you make it with a sense of sincerity and authenticity, it resonates with people and people feel if it's sincere. If it's just cheap and made just to please people, I don't think it will work.
And even if it's expensive and just made to please people, it's not enough to,
Yeah.
Game is art.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
That's a good closure, Game is art. Anything to add?
春节应该是我们3.1版本，就是玩过没玩过的都来玩一下。
好，非常期待。
这个是真心推荐。
Thank you so much for playing. And yeah, we have a huge community of players in China who love the game, and that was a big surprise for us.
And even if we sold like 1 copy of the game, we would have been happy.
Maybe not just 1, but
maybe 2.
maybe 3.
Happy New Year!
A Happy New Year!
新年快乐！
大家好，我是女流，祝抖音的观众新春快乐。